ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਦਿਸ ਐਪੀਸੋਡ ਆਫ ਦਾ ਹਰਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਸ਼ੋ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਸੈਗਮੈਂਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸੁਮਨ ਨਾਲ। ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸੁਮਨ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਵੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ। ਪੀਸ ਟਰੀ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲਿਸਟ ਨੇ। ਸਾਡਾ ਕੀ ਮਕਸਦ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਣ ਦਾ? Who am I and what is the purpose of being here? We'll focus on this particular topic today. Let's welcome Dr. Suman Kolepara. Welcome to the program.
नमस्ते हरप्रीत जी।
नमस्कार जी, थैंक यू। सो डॉक्टर सुमन, ये बताइए कि जब हम बात करते हैं who am I, हमें ये मालूम है हम शरीर है, हमने पहले भी जो एपिसोड्स किए उसमें हमने इसको टच किया था, बट इफ़ वी डेल्व डीपर इनटू इट देन वी, जिसको कहते हैं ना, खरोदना शुरू करें तो फिर पता चलता है कि हम हैं क्या हैं। तो आज हमें बताइए who am I and what is the basic purpose over here?
Beautiful questions. Thank you. Fantastic questions, Harpreet ji. So who am I? As you said, in the past we said, okay, we are this mind, body, and then there is this something else, that pure energy behind this, which people call soul, self, atma, whatever it is, right?
Ji.
But how do we get there, and what is it made up of? Mind and body and the soul, right? So let's take science to start with, because I know people are more interested in science and they want to understand from scientific perspective.
Right.
So when you look at the body, in fact, if you go deeper and deeper into your body, it's made up of tissues and organs and cells and all of that, right? And there is this amazing book which actually I have read called Living with the Stars. This is done by an astrophysicist who works for NASA. His name is Dr. Irish Shriver, and he's done some fantastic work, and he says basically 40,000 tons of cosmic dust falls on the earth every year.
Okay.
40,000 tons.
Wow.
And all of that is entering into the earth, into our food stream and into our bodies. And he further goes on to say that we are nothing but recycled beings. We are basically recycled stardust beings. We are made up of that amazing stars that we see in the middle of the night. And in fact, the atoms in your left hand are probably coming from a different star, and the atoms in your right hand are coming from a different star.
Right.
So we are part of this universe. We are the universe because the stars and the planets, everything. In fact, planets and we beings are formed at the time of star explosion.
Right.
And the elements that come out of that, calcium, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, phosphorus, all of these elements that come out of that, that actually make up as a body.
Right.
And now if we go a little bit deeper into the body itself, right? What do we have? Cells. And within the cells, there is nothing but iron, sodium, potassium, right? So that's there. And now if you go a little bit further down into those, it's made up of subatomic particles, electrons, protons, neutrons.
Right.
Everybody knows, everybody who has studied science knows that, right? So there is this energy that is being generated by these subatomic particles because electrons are spinning around the protons and neutrons, right? And now there is this another fascinating research that came about a few years back, and this is done by Dr. Lawrence Krauss and another Nobel laureate, and he's come up with a fantastic book called Universe Came from Nothing.
Okay.
Right? So what he says is, so when you are at the subatomic level, at protons or neutron level, so there are particles called quarks, right? Those are smallest of the micro particles in our body. And these particles are actually coming from the space inside the proton. So there is this space. And when we look at that space from a normal eye, we think it's nothing, right? There is nothing there. But what he says is that nothing is actually brewing all these particles. Nothing is no more nothing. Nothing is actually this profound energy from which actually all these particles are being created. Right. So these electrons, protons and neutrons, and from there of course the elements. And he also goes on to say that the 90% of the mass of these subatomic particles, jo protons, neutrons, electrons hai, it is coming from that empty space. So what he's actually saying is, our 90% of the body constitution is actually empty space, and the weight of our body actually comes from that pure energy. What he calls is that nothingness is pure energy. And now if you look at what our ancient wisdom says, the ancient wisdom, especially Sunita ji, when I went to her 10 years back, she keeps talking about this, you are pure energy, you are pure energy. First I did not understand what she was saying that.
Right.
But today I understand, I can relate that pure energy, what she is talking about, that you can access through Sukshma, is the same pure energy, which is the state of nothingness, but it is a state of fullness too.
Right.
So how do we get there? So that's the scientific perspective, right? Body, stardust, elements, minerals, electrons, protons, and that nothing space,
Right.
that pure energy. So ancient wisdom, long time back, thousands of years back, they have classified our body is made up of 5 elements, right? In wisdom, ancient wisdom, it's called Panchabhutas, right? 5 elements. So the first one is air, or not air, the sky, right? Or the akashic energy, the space, right? Which is the consciousness, the higher states of consciousness. And now the second one is the air. What is air? Is your breath, right? It's your life force, without which you don't exist, the most important aspect, right? And then the fire, which creates heat in your system, which creates heat in your body, without which you can't digest your food. That heat energy is required to sustain your body, because when a person is dead, it becomes cold, right? So that fire energy is there. And then the water. We all know 75% of our body, 75% of the earth is also made up of water, which is very important. Of course, we are so busy that we don't care about it and we don't drink much water. That's why they say drink lots of water, because our body is actually made up of 75% water. And then comes the earth. Earth is the solid bones and muscles that are created from that earth-like property. And which is the foundation of patience, stability, forbearance, and all of those qualities. So this is how ancient wisdom has described us. And now they also took these 5 elements and they said this is what creates what are called 7 dhatus, or attitudes or tissues, right? Different types of tissues in your body. So rasam is the first one. It's called rasam, which is plasma. Raktam, which is blood. Mamsam, which is muscle. Medha, which is nervous tissue, brain and spinal cord. Asti, which is the bone, right? And then Majja, which is the bone marrow inside it. And then Shukra, which is the reproductive tissue. So what happens in our day-to-day life is, so we are taking all these elements, because we drink, we eat, we take these elements every moment, and we are processing, our system is processing that and converting it into these tissues. And what happens when we don't tune into this, what we are eating, what we are doing with our body and mind, is that we get into disease. So that's the body, right?
That's very interesting. You know, you have taken a very wide perspective and got it down very, you know, simply. You have told us. Let's go for a short break. वापस आते हैं और आपसे और जानकारी लेते हैं. अब body के बाद जो है, like the soul, the atma, what we talk about, which drives us. Because after we die, we don't know what happens to our body. But as a body, you know, how we can find our purpose, because through the body only we can find our purpose.
Absolutely.
So we'll go for a short break, come back and talk in details. ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਜੋ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਹੋਈ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸੁਮਨ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ 5 ਤੱਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਣਿਆ ਪਿਆ ਹੈ। ਈਵਨ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਇੰਟਿਸਟ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਰੀਰ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ 40,000 ਟਨ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਡਸਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਸਟਾਰਸ ਦੀ ਉਹ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਅਰਥ ਤੇ ਡਿੱਗਦੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਅਸੀਂ ਖਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੀ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਸ ਦਾ ਅਸਰ ਪੈ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਸੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਪੋਜ਼ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ ਆਇਰਨ ਦੇ, ਕੈਲਸ਼ੀਅਮ ਦੇ, ਹੋਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਿਨਰਲਸ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਵਾਈਟਾਮਿਨਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਜੋ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ। ਪਰ ਬਾਡੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਏ, ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਸੀਮਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿਣਾ, ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਪਰਪਸ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਸਮਝਣਾ ਹੈ। ਇਸ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ। हर किस्म के बिल्डिंग मटीरियल ਲਈ ਕੈਨੈਕਸ ਬਿਲਡਿੰਗ ਸਪਲਾਈਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਯਾਦ ਰੱਖੋ। ਔਨ ਟਾਈਮ ਡਿਲੀਵਰੀ, ਕੰਪੀਟੀਟਿਵ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਐਕਸਪਰਟ ਇਨਵੈਂਟਰੀ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਲਈ ਇਹ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ ਹਨ। ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਲੰਬਰ, ਸਟੱਡਸ, ਹਾਰਡਵੇਅਰ, ਡੈਕਸ, ਰੇਲਿੰਗਸ, ਡੋਰਸ, ਵਿੰਡੋਜ਼, ਮੇਸਨਰੀ ਆਦਿ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਵਾਜਬ ਕੀਮਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਉਪਲਬਧ ਹੈ। ਬਰੂਸ ਕੀਲਰ ਜੋ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਕੰਮਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਅੱਗੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ, ਦਾ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਅਜ਼ਮਾ ਕੇ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਵੇਖੋ। 604 858 1840 kenexbuilding.com। Once again, welcome back to the program. Dr. Suman ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਦੱਸ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਰਪਸ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਨੇ ਆ। ਸਰੀਰ ਤਲ ਤੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਅਸੀਂ ਖਾ ਪੀ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ એનર્ਜੀ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਇਹ એનર્ਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੋਰਸਿਸ ਨੇ ਜਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਸਰੀਰ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਸੀਮਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿਣਾ। ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੋਂਦ ਕੀ ਹੈ, ਸਾਡੀ ਕੀ ਪਹਿਚਾਨ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੀ, ਇਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਆਓ ਕੁਝ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ। So as you very rightly mentioned before the break, that we are composed of various components which we get from our food, which we get from our environment. So the body accordingly develops.
Correct.
But as far as our soul is concerned, let's briefly talk a little bit about the soul as such, and then how to use the soul to understand why we are here.
Beautiful, excellent question. Before we go to soul, we have one more layer which we have to cross, right? That is the mind, which is the trickiest. Body you can see, but mind you cannot see, you cannot catch it.
Right.
Ancient wisdom, what they have done is they have classified mind into 4 instruments. Actually, the mind in general, what we talk about, has 4 elements to it, which we don't realize in a day-to-day life. It's called Manassu, Buddhi, Chitta, and Ahankara. Manas is the sensory mind. Okay, that's the information coming from outside environment. Buddhi is a discriminatory apparatus of your mind, which discriminates good, bad, right, wrong, right? And then Chitta is the memory. We store all the information in that. And of course, Sunita ji also says there is Smriti after that, which is a subconscious mind, where we store lots of stuff from who knows this birth or previous births, how many births we carry. That's why sometimes people remember about the previous birth stuff, right? And then the Ahankar, which is the ego, the identification, I identity, right? So these 4. The problem is, when we don't understand this, instead of using them in a perfect balanced way, in a right way, we are abusing Manassu, the sensory mind. We are so much indulged in sensory pleasures, right? And we are completely using that mind for derogatory purposes, right? Abusing our mind and body. Instead of using the buddhi, which should discriminate right and wrong, and use the memory. And what are we stuffing in the memory? All useless stuff, right? All the dirty things, bad things that are happening, we are storing in that. And then the ego, instead of identifying that I with the pure energy that we talked about a few minutes back, we are identifying with this sensory information and these emotions that come and go. So that's the mind part. So basically, mind is nothing but it's movement of information in this energy. So that pure nothingness, pure energy that we talked about, the mind is that information that is moving in that space, right? And now the body is built from that nothingness through these different elements, like fire, earth, sky, and all of that, right? So to get to that pure energy is not that easy, because we have never been trained that way. We've never been given this knowledge, right? So when I went to Sunita ji, what she said is, she said there is this thing called Sukshma. And initially I was like, what is this Sukshma, right? Sukshma is micro. Today, when I bring the scientific research and wisdom, I realize that, wow, what she's doing is, she's giving direct access to that pure energy. And that pure energy is nothing but your soul. That is your self, pure self, or Atma, or spirit, or whatever your name you want to give it, right? In fact, which is what the scientists are also saying. You are nothing but an instant of that cosmic self, right? You are a small instance of that universe which has come on into this world, right? Into the earth, by using all these different mediums, these 5 elements, this movement of information in the elements called energy, the mind, and that pure energy which is below all of this. But what we are doing is, unfortunately, we are just busy with this body itself and the mind, and never looking at the root. And the beauty of Sukshma is it will take straight to the root. And once you get to the root, once you realize that, oh my God, I am actually not just this cage or this mind that keeps moving. Body is just a cage around this space, right? And mind is just the movement of information in the space, up and down, back and forth. Instead of that, now I am like, wow, I found this energy which is the source. And that is why they say, right, Atma is the source, the soul is the source, and body and mind are outcomes of those two. So once you tap into that, then you will start to realize your purpose.
So you have to transcend from that mind acquisition, what we have, always thinking only about the body and the mind. You have to go beyond this.
Exactly.
Now when you talk about that pure energy, which is the Atma, the soul, and the question that arises is for a common person, a person who's working, who's a hard-working guy, who believes in God, who does all the things, and of course those sensory impulses of course take over the mind sometime. Now how to transcend those and tap into that pure energy, what you talk about?
Excellent. I mean, that is where I think, I am out there in the community, educating community with this simple science and wisdom, and also practices, like Sukshma practices that what Sunita has created are not very complex. Of course, there is yoga and meditation that you can do for hours and hours, but what she's saying is in 20 minutes, like you said, everybody is busy. How can you do simple practices, right? How can you take care first of the body, which is there, with simple healthy food habits, of course, it starts with that, and then exercising your body, and then breathing, simple breathing exercises that we do in Sukshma, and then through the access. And not everyone can give access to the pure energy. It's not that easy. Like you said, everybody is busy and we don't know what it is. Unless we experience, we don't know. So that is why it is important, if you have access to some of these masters or wise people who have experienced that, they can reveal that to you, right? And that is what happened to me. And once that revelation happens, then it becomes easy. That experience takes you
once that revelation happens, what kind of changes can be seen in a person? Like how does the life transform? How does the life change?
Beautiful question. So mind, you know, it pulls you in so many directions.
Yeah.
Mostly it is selfish, right? In fact, Sumita ji says there are 3 levels to this. So you start with own,
Yeah.
because you're always about self,
Absolutely.
myself.
Yeah.
And then you go to the next level, which is known. Then you will start to reach out to people whom you know. And then once you catch that pure energy, you will go to the unknown,
Right.
where you are ready to give yourself selflessly for the entire humanity. You are pure love, because that pure energy doesn't have any movements of these mind.
Right.
It is that pure awareness. It is just that blossoming that happens. When that blossoming happens, that is where you see all these people out there who are able to selflessly give no matter what, with that patience and pure love, they're
Right.
able to give to the humanity.
And that discriminatory attitude, what you all have, and then you come out of that, and then you be in a state of pure bliss where everything is acceptable,
Yeah.
and you don't have any conditions for anything,
Yeah.
and you just accept life as
Yeah.
it is.
And also another thing that happens for a layman to understand is your health becomes perfect.
Right.
The reason is because now you tapped into the source,
Right.
then you're regulating mind and body perfectly. So no disease. And like we said, the illness and disease in our body comes when there is imbalance in these 5 elements.
Absolutely.
Now you become the master of these 5 elements instead of getting victimized to these 5 elements.
Right.
So to realize that you are not just this small cage,
Right.
but that you are in fact the stardust, you are in fact that spark that came from the universe, and you are the universe. To realize that you are the universe is
And
the
you find
purpose
your
of
purpose.
life. That's it.
Wonderful. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਜੋ ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸੁਮਨ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਕਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਰਾਂਸੈਂਡ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਬਾਡੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਫਸੇ ਪਏ ਹਾਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਸੈਂਸ਼ਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਜ਼ਰੂਰਤਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਪੂਰੇ ਕਰਨ ਤੱਕ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੀਮਤ ਰਹਿ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੇਮਸ ਪਲੇ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਚੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਿਕਲਣਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਪਿਓਰ ਅਨਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਲ ਲਵ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੀ ਸੋਲ ਯਾਨੀ ਕਿ ਆਤਮਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਕੇ ਹੀ ਮਿਲੇਗਾ ਅੱਜ ਸਮਾਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਸਮੱਸਿਆਵਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਆ ਰਹੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਸੀਮਤ ਰਹਿ ਗਈ ਹੈ ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਨਿਕਲ ਕੇ ਫਰੋਮ ਮੀ ਟੂ ਵੀ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਹੈਗਾ ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਵਾਂਗੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਿਉਂ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਹੀ ਚੰਗਾ ਹੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੁੱਧੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਗਾਈਡ ਕਰੇਗੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਸਹੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਦੂਸਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਸਮਾਜ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਭਲਾਈ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਜੀਵਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਖੁਸ਼ਹਾਲੀ ਹੋਏਗੀ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਤੇ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਵੈਬਸਾਈਟ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਲੈ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ